There are a few movies that can have a 36-year hiatus and come back with an incredibly successful sequel. The high-octane fighter pilot epic Top Gun is one of those movies. Released in 1986 and starring Tom Cruise, it was a cultural juggernaut. And just like everything else that was popular back in the 80s, it also got an NES release. Although today's game is a sequel, and no, it's not based off 2020's Maverick. It is in fact called Top Gun 2, The Second Mission, released in 1991 on the Nintendo Entertainment System by Konami. Will taking the highway to the danger zone take my breath away for the second time? Well, let's pop it in and find out. Top Gun 2, The Second Mission, is the sequel to the original Top Gun, released in 1987. They are flight simulator games, though not as flashy as Afterburner, certainly as challenging. So, you think you're a Top Gun hero, just because you splashed a few bogeys in the Persian Gulf? Well, before polishing your ego, you've got to survive a second mission that's 10 times more deadly than the first. Soaring against an Armageddon-bound armada of tanks, ships, satellites, planes, trains and automobiles. Every ounce of your skill and courage will be drained as you fight fire with fire, while outmaneuvering anti-aircraft blasts, cannon bursts, and cruise missiles. They are all looking to roast your tail. Now, as mentioned, this is a flight simulator game, in the vein of Afterburner. Your objective is to shoot down the enemy planes and submarines, plus their oncoming missiles, all while avoiding being taken down by their fire. You have unlimited machine gun ammo, and you can choose out of 3 missile loadouts at the beginning of each stage. Now, at the end of each stage is the infamous landing sequence, which has actually been reduced in difficulty, apparently. There are 4 missions that increase in difficulty. Not that it really makes a difference though. I can't even get off the first level. The game also has one-on-one dogfights and the option for 2-player dogfights. Looks-wise, it's an improvement on the first, although not as flashy or as impressive as Afterburner. It's a good-looking flight sim, with the cutscenes being standard NES fare. Now as for its music, it's also good, but nothing special. However, I do have to give a special shout out to the original's title screen. So good. As a child of the 1980s, the era of VHS, cassettes, and obviously NES, licensed games were incredibly common. Now, although I never owned the game or saw the movie in theaters, I definitely remember renting it back in the day. Probably too young to appreciate it, but even at that age, I knew I was watching something very cool. Unlike Terminator, Mission Impossible, and other franchises like that, I haven't seen the original in decades. As for the NES game, my only exposure to it was Angry Video Game Nerds episode, which itself is now decades old. So, on pricing, you're looking at a loose cart for about $40, and complete will be $80. So, that was Top Gun 2, The Second Mission. It's a fair improvement on the original in most regards, but it's still brutally difficult. And personally, I'd rather just play Afterburner. Now, having said that, this one will be missing the landing craft by a large margin and landing in the ocean of shame. Right, now in retrospect, there are no bad games, but there are bad wait times for movie sequels. And 36 years for Maverick, that has got to be an all-timer. See you later. What in the Space Harrier?